how do the students do the midterm and final evaluation? So around midterm, around week 6 to 7, between 6 and 8, the students will have to start filling out their midterm. The midterm is the same exact document as the final. It's just going to be used as a running document until the final evaluation. This way, there's no need to be redundant. So whatever's filled out at midterm between you and the student can then carry on into the final evaluation. They can just add to the midterm and then they'd submit that into this final evaluation Dropbox. Okay, so for midterm, they're obviously going to submit the midterm here and the final will be here. But let me just show you the document here. Midterm and final evaluation. Let me open it up. All right. So as you can see, it says summary of student achievement of course objectives. How are they meeting the course objectives overall? And this will include all the assignments. So this will include what's going on in the hospital. This will include the learning logs. Are they handing in their assignments? How are the learning logs? How are their grades on that? How are the clinical reflections? How are they meeting the objectives? So the student, so let's just say it's midterm, the student's going to put a grade they think that they are meeting, and they're going to write in here how they are meeting it. And it's really good for them to write specifics. How are they meeting this objective? How are they meeting patient-centered care? How are they demonstrating compassionate and coordinated care? Are they showing respect for the family, working with the family, etc.? So they will put in documentation. And then after they upload that, you go into Canvas like you're going into SpeedGrader, and you will you need to probably download this document to your Word, bring it up, and then you write your own comments in here as to why you agree or disagree and add your own evidence. That's why it's really good to keep anecdotal notes. I can't say enough about making sure that you have something organized every single week for each student that you're keeping notes on. This will help, trust me. All right, so you have all of the objectives that the students go through first, then you write them out. Then you have to go through it with your student after that's completed. And you will not put in anything here in the learning logs because this is not the final. This is just a midterm. So you're not going to fill in anything down below the 7th objective. Well, you can put in absences and tardiness at this point. All right. So you'll go through that with the student. There's no signatures that are required. There's no grade that needs to go in. This is just an overall, how are you doing midterm? All right, so now let's get to the final evaluation. They're going to take the same document and download it to their computer, and they're going to finish the rest of the semester. They can keep all their midterm things in, you can keep all your midterm comments in, and you're going to add to it, and you're going to highlight. You could probably erase their midterm if you want. I've seen both, but you might want to highlight what the final grade is and maybe put a little code down here, like highlight yellow equals final end of semester grade. So we can see if the student has improved or have they not improved. And again, you're going to show evidence for each of those objectives. Now, your simulation, the Sims instructor will let you know if they passed or failed. They should send you an email and say, everybody passed. And then you just circle that each particular student, you're going to circle the pass. Learning logs, grades 1 through 6, just make sure those are done. What I would suggest doing, because it's already in the Canvas gradebook, there's really no reason to put a percentage in here. So in this area here, just put a check that they were done. The hospital clinical performance grade, you can go ahead and write that in because that's the one that you're going to, again, you're going to look at these objectives and it's going to help you determine whether they have met them. That's where your hospital performance grade is. Then your final grade is when you go into Canvas, and once all the grades are in, you're going to look at that final grade to the end of the column or horizontal row, and it'll tell you exactly what the final grade is. And that is the grade that goes here. And then you put strengths and recommendations. The student has to sign and the instructor has to sign. So the easiest way to do it is go on Word to draw, and then you just click your black, and then they sign as needed. All right, it's really easy. I know it's messy, but you just have them sign it there, and then you sign it, upload it. If you have, you need to look at this clinical rubric to help you determine what grade you're going to put up here. The student cannot get anything less than a B to move on and pass the course. And that's it.